When it comes to change, I believe that all of us have the profound ability to make dramatic transformations at any given moment, whenever we want. And a lot of times you'll hear people say, well, you can't change overnight. And I highly disagree with that. Because what I'm talking about all boils down to one thing and one thing only, and that is a decision that we make in our mind. It is a switch that we flip when we are faced with a negative circumstance, opposition, difficult task, whatever it may be, and we've got that negative chatter over here telling us, you can't do this. You're not capable. You don't have what it takes. It is that moment when we hear the voice that says, nah, I've got this, and I can, and I will. It's when we make that decision in that moment. That is the biggest step that we take when it comes to change. Now, we can talk all day about, making little incremental changes over time to get to a desired result. I'm going to do this, this, and this. You plan it out. I'm going to do A, B, and C, and then I'll be this. No, it is making the decision in that moment that you are this. You see what I'm saying? And there's a book that actually talks about this. And I've always believed this, but it's always nice to have, outside confirmation that, confirms the very thing that you've believed your whole life. There's a book called You² by Price Pritchett that talks about this very thing. And I highly recommend this book. It's only a little over 40 pages long, shortest book you'll ever read, but very profound in its message. And Price Pritchett refers to what I'm talking about as quantum leaps. He says in this book that we do not need, there is no need for taking incremental steps to flip that switch on. We can flip that switch on at any given moment. Now, make no mistake, when it comes to ambitious goals that we have, long-term goals, we have to be realistic about that. We know that there's going to be a series of checkpoints that we have to reach in order to get to a final result. That's just a given. We can't accomplish everything overnight. But what we can do in order to embody that identity that we're going to lean into, turning into a writer or a musician or a painter, we frame our mind like, I am a painter. I am a musician. We frame our thoughts in that manner to make that change. And again, I say it again, it is the most important and biggest step that you will take. That's the key to all of it. And that's the point of his book, is he says we don't need to take small steps in order to achieve that mindset shift. We can do it right here, right now. So I highly encourage people to practice this. And it comes with awareness and it comes with practice. This is something that you have to practice often, because you're always going to have that negative chatter that says you can't do it. All that stuff that comes with the territory. But if you can zero in on those moments where you have that awareness that tells you, no, I'm in control. I am the captain of this ship. This is my ship. And I move it wherever I say that I'm going to move it. And when you get in that mindset, you are unstoppable.